Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and John McTavish. How you guys doing this afternoon?
Doing well, man.
Good, man. Hello from the home of the best cheese snack in the world, Cheesies.
Cheesies.
Can't even say that with a straight face. All right, so today we are talking about the Artesano del Tobacco Viva La Vida Toro. It's more of a Toro Extra, 6-inch by 54 ring gauge. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper, binder, filler, all listed as Nicaraguan. Blended by AJ Fernandez. Price point is $11.50, and the cigar was released in March of 2019. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like?
My overall was that it was an average flavor experience with really good construction, which is what we all kind of expect from stuff that comes out of AJ, of course. But in terms of flavors, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of how I feel about every AJ cigar. It's like you light it up, you're like, maybe it'll turn a corner. It's got some promise. And then it just kind of doesn't do much for me after that, after the initial first third. But I thought first third was pretty good. It's got some nuttiness, some nice sweet bread qualities, medium bodied. It's just it was pretty enjoyable. But after a while, it's just earth and spice, minerals, and it was just that typical AJ sort of a profile that he does consistently, which I find is consistently average.
How about you, Seth?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I thought the first third was all right to begin with. I was getting some bacon spice notes, and there's some pepper and spice and some leather. And then it just really went downhill. It just kind of lost everything until the end, until it just smoked terribly. I didn't even have this amazing construction that you guys were talking about all the time with AJ Fernandez. So, I believe my conclusion line was, who would have thought the day would come where someone would have to say a cigar should apologize to Coldplay for naming their cigar after one of their songs. But here we are. So,
all right, John, how about you?
I'm kind of between the two. I didn't really feel like the first third had promise. I know where June's going with that, because I did get the bready notes. I did get some baking spices, but it was almost like there was tobacco missing from the cigar, because it never came together. It never had. It didn't have a character. It had no profile. It was like, hey, I'm a cigar. Yeah, you can keep smoking. And I kept waiting for something to happen. It's like, hey, here's some cedar. You like the cedar? Yeah, it's not bad. Hey, that's cool. And then it's like, oh, there's a little cocoa. Yeah, it's not that interesting though. Okay, the cigar's done. So I kept waiting for something to happen, and it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was just consistently flat and boring all the way through. But again, man, you gotta really give credit to AJ's factory, because honestly, consistent construction, the burn was flawless, the draw was like I lit it up and I'm like, man, I can't wait to knock this cigar on draw. It's going to be so tight. And it was just like perfect. It was just perfect draw. I was like, all right, well, it's got that going for it, I guess. Aaron, what was your experience like?
I thought the first inch was good. Had a nice kind of wood and baking spice combination going on, but some char started joining in, and at that point it just started going downhill. Really just kind of built up and really dominated the profile for me. I had heard good things about the cigar kind of going into it, and I think that's why I wanted to get it in here for us to review. But it really never materialized for me. I mean, it just became really typical AJ Fernandez, dark charred earth and stuff like that. And then it even fell below that normal kind of baseline he has for me. So definitely not something I'm going to return to. I couldn't recommend it to anybody. So just it's a no from me. So let's get into the scores. Start at the top. Jiunn, you gave it a 6.10. John, you were next at 5.75. I gave it a 4.33, and Seth gave it a 3.62. So Jiunn, defend yourself.
Fuck, man. It was that bad for you guys? I'm the highest scorer.
Yeah.
You often are, man. If it's not me, it's always you.
I'm the voice of reason, I think.
Wow.
No, you are, Jiunn, man. You are.
I mean, my 6.1 is it's not it's below average for me for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
That's why you're often the highest person to give a cigar.
I mean, it's not going to do anything for you in terms of like anything that's notable within the year with new cigars. So, I guess construction helped it, of course, but that's about it.
All right, John, 575.
Yeah, this is exactly what a 575 is. It's not offensive because it's really got nothing that could offend you. If you measure this on flavor profile, it's like a 525, 5.3, but you got to give credit where credit is due, and it's flawless construction. That's what gives it a 575. I wouldn't hesitate to give this to cigar smokers because, I mean, for me, there just wasn't much there. So I feel like no one's going to get offended by it. It's not like I didn't get the flavor intensities that you guys seem to get. Like, to me, it was very light plus it got to medium like at one point, but for the most part, it was pretty light and, decent smoking time. I got like 2 hours out of it. So who's next, Lewis?
Yeah, it was me, and it's a subpar flavor profile. I didn't have that typical perfect AJ construction. I had some burn issues going on, and the draw was a little tight, so it takes it into this, low fours. So 3.62, Seth.
Yeah, poor flavor profile, and who even cares about the construction and the draw at that point? I mean, it just was, yeah. So, and I forgot, I didn't know that this was created by the guys who used to run Cigar Inn in New York City.
Yep.
And Coop reminded me of this at the booth party on Friday night, and I was like, man, that just kind of makes it even a little bit more disappointing. So it's just, I don't know. You thought they had a good shop there for a while. You thought they'd be able to come out with a better blend, but I guess not. So.
It's kind of an expensive AJ, don't you think? Like $11.50.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it really $11.50?
No.
Thanks.
Usually I expect to see it for a couple bucks, cheaper.
Yeah, that's, man, $11.50.
Maybe they should go back. Maybe they left some tobacco on the table or something. They just thought the tobacco was for another cigar, and I don't know.
Yeah, after rolling, they're like, "Oh crap! We forgot to put this medio tiempo in. Forget it.
In there, some Visa.
We forgot the Estelila Hero.
It's all good."
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts on this one?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
There you go. All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.